One thing I've been noticing with a red flag is, bro, hoes who don't sleep, who don't get no sleep, bro.
Wait, you don't sleep, bro?
I'm actually spitting facts, bro.
Explain that one.
Like they up all night? What, bro? You said girls that's up all night?
Listen, bro. They be the girls that know they have work at 8 in the morning and be up till 4 every night, right?
But what's she doing?
Wicked girls, bro.
But what is she doing?
But what's she doing?
Like you mad like if you see her like putting an all-nighter for
Bro, no, it's not like she's doing anything productive. She just don't like going to sleep.
Oh.
Them ones, bro, stay the fuck away, bro. I'm starting to notice, like, it's a pattern, bro. It's a pattern.
Turn me up, baby.
I'm up on the speed, come on. Fleeing the scene, come on. She tryna leave, come on. Left with the G's, come on. Smoking the Z, come on. Sipping the tea, come on. Get overseas, come on. Count the peak, come on.
Yo, what's good, everyone? Yo, what's good, everyone? You watching your favorite podcast all time, Hanzy Talks, and we are back with a banger episode. Got the gang with me. This is a long overdue episode. We've been trying to plan this episode since how long? Since probably like January, bro. Something, I don't know, bro. But
pretty much,
man.
Real talk.
Okay, I'm just chatting. But we've been trying to plan this video forever. Now we finally are here to get it done. And let me just say, the first time we tried to plan this episode, what happened, y'all?
Okay, so we was recording.
What happened?
And the camera died halfway through.
It wasn't halfway. It was like first 10 minutes and we recorded for a whole hour. It was sick. But we're back here. We ain't gonna have no camera issues, no mic issues. So I just want to say thank you to everyone for showing up. Y'all should know where to follow me on Instagram. And before we get into the topics we're gonna talk about, I want y'all to shout out all your social medias, your music, because we got 2 artists on the both ends, and then just shout out everything. So we can start right here.
I mean, I'm a musician.
Sorry.
I'm a musician too.
Okay.
That nigga basically just say you know.
Yeah. So, babe, we can start with Caleb right here. Shout out your social medias and stuff.
What's good with y'all? This is Caleb Hampton speaking.
All aboard.
What? My Instagram, Caleb. That's KALEVHH. But I prefer if you follow my other Instagram, KLVHBT. It's my artist Instagram. I also got a new video out. It's called
Go watch that. That's on the screen right now. While you watching that, that's on the screen. But yeah.
You ain't tell me if I make you proud.
I'm glad you did.
Man. Hey, anybody tell you that? Because ain't nobody tell me.
Real talk.
But yeah, go right here, Chike. So go stream his music though, but yeah.
Okay, so Chike Movie. My Instagram is CHIKE and MOBIJR.
Fraude, aka Fraude, sometimes. Instagram, FRAOLYAD. Snapchat, same thing. Twitter, Fraude23. Yeah.
All right. Well, now that we got y'all names all out the way and stuff, I want to get into the topics that we talking about today. And I promise on this podcast, this is going to be one of the last times I talk about this because I don't want to sound redundant. But we talking about relationships. And I'm in San Diego currently. And when I'm out in San Diego, these are some of my best friends. I'm with them all the time. We have all these talks. we have talks like this all the time. So I just felt, why not bring y'all in on the conversation? So I just want to start off the conversation by saying we're all over 21 here, right?
No.
We're all 21, so we're going to be talking about dating and love life at 21. So basically, I just want to ask y'all, we can start right here with Mr. Fraude. What are your thoughts on dating at 21, bro? What are your thoughts?
Y'all go first, bro.
Y'all, okay, well, we're going to start with Caleb here. What are your thoughts on dating at 21 in college, towards the end of college? What is your thoughts on that, man?
Give me a second, bro.
All right, man. We're gonna start with TK. What are your thoughts on dating at college, man?
I think that if you try to be in a serious relationship at this age, like, you have to see you going for the long run. So
that's real talk.
There's no reason why you should just be in things. I personally, when I came here, I never understood what a thing is. Like, I feel like either you're together or you're not. But that's just me personally.
I like that, bro. I like that. Real talk. Real talk.
Like I don't know. It's just. It doesn't make sense. What's the thing?
For
that's
sure.
Just me though.
Nah, that's just you personally. What about you, Fraude?
Don't do it.
Don't do it?
Don't do it.
Why?
Because,
Lock in, bro. Lock in.
Get right.
It's,
Get right, bro.
Basically, you want the funny answer is but like on the real, don't do it because like you got a lot of
What, bro?
just you feel me? But serious note, because you're still young and you got a lot of stuff that you don't even know you got to work on, bro. You're not ready for a relationship, especially men, bro. I ain't gonna lie, we love the streets, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Don't act like, hey, look.
I mean, I'll say it like this. Like, I feel like women mature at like a faster rate, so they want more or like they expect more. Like, personally,
Right on, bro.
Right
on, bro. My bad. Hey, man. Put him up. Fight on, bro. Fight on. Yes, sir. Hey, man. But yeah.
All right, now.
All right.
All right.
All right. Too hot to try, man. Come on.
Well, okay, Caleb. My bad. My bad. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I was just gonna say personally, I feel like women expect a lot more from men at this age than men like usually provide. So that's why a lot of times women and men are on the same page. Like, so a woman will expect like, because I'm doing this, and this, I expect you to do this, and this. But like, some men are at the same age women are. So I feel like a relationship should be when you're at a point where you know you're 100% ready to give everything 100%. Because most of the time, women like they expect a lot from men, so you gotta meet those expectations.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes vice versa.
We'll talk, but at least from what I've seen, a lot of women expect a lot from men.
Yeah.
So,
do you think they expect too much from men in this day and age?
some do. Like, at least from what I've seen in this country, like some do.
Yeah.
Like,
In this country, it's very important.
Yeah.
because I've seen some women, and I'm not like, this is not a shot at anybody, but I've seen some women say like, oh, I need a man to do this, this, and this, and this, and this, but you can't even offer like half that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, how are you expecting all that from a man? You can't even do it for yourself. Like,
talk, man.
because when you get on the plane, they say put your own mask on before you try to help others. So how are you gonna demand all this from others? You can't.
How long you think about it?
Real talk, man. I know. Real talk though.
This is my dad told me. He's like, make sure you always put your own mask on before you help others. So
shout out Pops, man.
Yeah. So if you can't do that, how you gonna expect it from others?
For sure, I like that. What you think on a brief level? What you think?
I think like perfect. Brief. I don't think it's for everybody. That's the question is still dating at 21.
Yeah.
Or like in college.
Yeah, because we're all like,
Yeah, I don't think it's for everybody. I think, along the way you kind of find out what's for you and what's not. I think college is a very experience heavy place. At least I feel like that's what it should be. But I don't make the rules. Some people make their own decisions. I know people who've been dating since like damn near middle school, whatever. So I respect it, but I don't think it's for everybody. I think that's just a simple answer.
For sure, I like that. Yeah, I agree with you. I think right now, man.
Just gotta keep fighting on,
man. We just gotta keep fighting on, keep getting to that money, man. You know what I'm saying? The girl's gonna be there. But so my next question for y'all is, when do you know you could take a girl serious? Let's say you talking to someone, you like her, she like you. When do you know, and what are some traits that she has to have for you to know that you can take her serious?
I feel like,
yeah, you can start off.
I don't know. I feel like if she does something that I don't really expect, or like the little things that like, you don't really like think about, and you like, that's the stuff that really like sticks to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're having a bad day and she just gets you like your favorite food or something, like that type of stuff kind of sticks out. You know what I'm saying? Or like just simple stuff like that, stuff that like the extra mile, the extra effort, because it shows you really care.
Mm-hmm.
Not just like you give me some Jordans, like anybody can buy me Jordan, like stuff that's like.
Right.
So like, stuff like that.
I'm not gonna lie, she gave me some phone runners, bro. I might have to.
No, but I'm saying like just anybody can get you phone runners.
No, I'm playing.
That's real talk though. That's
you hear it.
I hear you.
I mean, I'll take some Jordans.
Hey man, my birthday coming up too. Any young ladies watching this, November 18th, my birthday. Fight on. But what y'all think? What you think, Joe Prada? What you think?
What you mean take serious?
Like,
okay, so she's not gonna be just like a regular like. Yeah, like you just said you separated from the pack.
Real talk, I'm not taking anybody serious. That just
Real
means
talk.
anymore.
Real talk.
I feel you, bro.
explain on that. Why you
I
not?
can understand.
Why you not?
To put it in simple terms, bro. Experience.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I've seen things, I've been through things, you know what I'm saying?
I like that.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
So you,
like,
so that's what you was gonna say? Okay.
pretty much because man, to take somebody serious, like I feel like actually I want to add this because I want to go off of like the first question. I think dating in college, yeah, it's not for everybody, but I think sometimes it's important because you find out a lot of things about yourself and about a potential partner that like it's make or break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of insecurities that I didn't have before I got into a relationship. There are a lot of insecurities that I didn't put on other people before I got into a relationship. So like you start to find these things out, and then it's like when you want to finally commit to somebody else, you really you need that experience to kind of gauge.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. Real talk. Okay, for sure. My next, like, what day? I ain't even get my thoughts about it. It's my podcast, man. Man, my bad. What I think? What was my question?
You said what is your?
Oh, when do you know you're taking a girl serious? I agree with what you said. I think you just gotta know, because being in a relationship is gonna open up more things. You're gonna learn more about yourself. So I feel like if you're genuinely learning from the girl, and you know the girl's not out here giving this type of attention to everybody, and you know the girl, most importantly, the girl got goals herself. That's bro. If a girl just like she in college just to party, bro, she just try to have fun, she can't be on my team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your team?
My team, bro. The winning team. But nah, I'm just playing. I don't know, but I just feel like it's a feeling you're going to know in your heart, and you're going to really be sitting in your bed one night alone, and you're going to be like, I really like that girl. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you're going to know you're going to take her serious. But
that feeling could be wrong, bro. But go ahead.
That feeling could be wrong?
It could be wrong sometimes.
How? What would make it wrong?
No, but you'll know when it's wrong, though. It feels wrong, but like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you know it's wrong. Though.
Man, sometimes you don't know, bro.
Sometimes you really don't
Sometimes
know.
your gut can't be wrong. Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, don't do that, bro.
Your gut can be wrong, bro.
But nah, I feel you.
Genuinely, it can be wrong.
Hey, man. I feel like you always got to trust your gut.
Yeah, because...
No, yeah, absolutely.
Trust it, but it could be wrong.
Oh,
it could be wrong. Like in the long run. Because like you may have a certain feeling about somebody, and then sometimes when they get too comfortable with you, or like when the ship sails, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You can't always know what another person is gonna feel in the long run.
But I think
you can always hope for the best.
Whatever happens after you follow that gut is right, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it's whatever happens is meant to happen.
Oh,
to teach
absolutely.
You something. Not to say, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I think if you follow that, you be straight.
I'm just saying, I think, okay, where I was coming from was that ultimately that person might not be the person.
Oh, like the other one.
That's what I mean by it could be wrong.
Like you could think something, your gut might be telling you something, but then things might play out. And then in that case, you were wrong because you thought something was going to happen because you trusted your gut.
Do y'all believe in wrong place, wrong time?
Right person,
right person, wrong. My bad. Right person, wrong time. Do y'all believe? Yeah, I tongue twister. You do?
Actually, I do.
I do.
You don't?
I do.
Let's hear his thoughts. He said
you don't think so.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna tell you. Okay, go ahead.
No, let him.
You can say what?
No, go ahead. No, because we're in consensus. So I want to hear your perspective.
I want to rebuttal.
No, but I want to hear.
3 versus 1. You got
you got the mic. Go ahead, Friday. It's not new. You know. Come on.
Why do I not believe in right person, wrong time?
What's up?
Because for one, with my beliefs in like the world in general, bro, everything happens for a reason, and it was meant to happen for a reason. So if it's a wrong time and shit work out, that's not the right person. That's how I look at it.
But it's plenty of examples of people that got together, broke up, and then got back together and realized, oh shoot, I wasn't ready for you at that time. Steph Naisha.
Because it's still the right person?
I don't know. I feel like I low-key agree with Frau after you explain that. Low-key.
No, bro, because you could not be in the mental position. Like, if you're not ready for a relationship, but you know that, like, you working on yourself, and then a couple years later, you'd be like, oh, shoot, now I'm ready, and you talk to the person, try to work it out. It could potentially work out.
So she wasn't the right person at that time.
That's what's it. That's the whole question.
But I don't. There's like.
Because are you not a different person than you were 2 years ago? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So at that point, you're a different person, and so is she. So you might see her
at that time. You said you're different people, not the same people. So it's wrong person.
Not
That's what I'm saying.
No.
You feel what I'm saying?
No. But
you messed up.
You're different.
How you messed up?
No. But at the same time, the core foundation is still there. Do you get what I'm saying?
I got the same name and face, but you got the same person.
Like a phone now. It's an iPhone. It's an iPhone 11.
Exactly, it's a different person.
It's the same iPhone. It's an iPhone at the end.
I disagree. It's bro.
It's an iPhone.
Wait, what you think though, Caleb? What you think?
Me, wholeheartedly, I think there's such thing as right person, wrong time. I can only, I respect like when people like, you know, how like his beliefs and stuff are like, essentially everything's supposed to happen for a reason. This is how, you know, for lack of better words, this is how the universe planned it. This is how it's going to be. I respect that. I don't dispute it. However, I feel like there's so many loopholes in thinking that way sometimes. Like, sometimes I think it's okay to understand, like, this just wasn't the time. Like, the thing is you can connect with somebody, and it doesn't have to be with, like, just people. There can also just be a wrong time for a certain opportunity. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be about people. But since we're talking about relationships, I'll keep it about people. It's like you can acknowledge that, like, this person, you know, if I would say, like, checked all the boxes or whatever, it was great run, let's put it that way, but, like, you can also acknowledge that maybe that just wasn't the time for it. I don't think it should all be put, like, towards the universe, like, oh, it's just not written, it just wasn't meant to be. I think it's okay, like, sometimes things happen, you know what I'm saying?
If it's the wrong time, then how's it the right person, is my question.
Because you might not be ready to fully accept that person for who they are in yourself.
So how's that the right person then?
Because you know that you love this person a lot, but you're not physically ready to move forward with them in a relationship setting.
So you're not the right person.
No, you're just
that's
not
how
ready.
I look at it.
No,
I'm just saying.
No, you're just not ready.
I'm saying.
Because if the person loves you, you love that person, but you like, or they're like, oh, you know what, I'm not mentally ready. I'm still broken. I still need things to work on. Like, I still need to do things. Like,
the reason why I'm saying you can't be the right person wrong time is because you're not. If they're not the right person for you at that time, they're the right person for like a future version of yourself, which we don't even know who that's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But we have to look at it for all we know, which is the present. You know what I'm saying? So, is she the right person for you now? Are you the right person for her now? Yes or no? There's no like future this, future that. We don't know.
Exactly. No. But I'm saying like it's not that it's 2 years from now you're gonna get back with that person. It's gonna be cool. You just have to let that person go, and then if you work on yourself, they work on themselves. You guys come back and you see that it could work. Then it's the right person wrong time.
I'll just leave it at this. There are so many factors of being with somebody outside of just the people themselves. Like, I'm saying your situation outside of, like, it could be a financial thing, it could be a mental thing, it could be whatever. There's so many things outside of just who the people are, like just this person A and person B, that can stop you from being together without it just being the people themselves. So that's why I'm saying it could be wrong time. Like, your situation matters. But
I get what you're saying. This, from my perspective, I look at that as like you're not the right person then.
So what if you with the love of your life and she just moves to Australia for 2 years?
Then she, you know what I'm saying? She's not the love of my life.
No, if you know in your heart that she's the love of your life, that she moves. She has to take this job.
I don't even know about that love of my life.
No. But I'm saying, okay, what if you really love this? Okay, so let's take it down a notch. What if you really love this girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you think that this girl could be y'all can have a relationship type, but then she has a job in Australia and you're here.
And she takes it.
And she, well, I
So
mean,
she's not the right
if it's
person.
if it's her dream job, so you're not gonna let her take her dream job.
No, I will. Then she's not the right
Exactly.
person. Like, there's no, like, you know what I mean?
In that case, it's
That's
not.
how I look at it.
No, but that's not about her though. That's more to his point about situations outside of just her as a person.
But if she values her job more than our relationship, how can she be the right person?
But I mean, she has to do what's best for her.
Exactly. So she's not the right
but
person for me if she's valuing her job in Australia over our relationship.
No, but it's like that's her. Okay, so let's say
that's a very problematic viewpoint.
Because let's say your dream is to play for Barcelona.
No. I see. Wait, hold on. Let me explain what I meant before y'all think I'm crazy.
I don't think you're crazy.
Because I'm saying, look, I'm not saying she has to value me over her and what she has going on. I'm saying clearly it's not a genuine fit if what I have going on and what she has going on doesn't align naturally.
But I mean, like,
then I'm saying that's not the right person. She has. We might have a right connection. We might have a good connection, but we're not actually right for a relationship.
That's not about the person. That's about the factors around your relationship.
Bro, she shaped those factors for herself. She applied for the job. She had the job offered to her, and she accepted it.
But that has nothing.
But the thing is, that's not about her. About her.
That makes up who she is.
No, her job doesn't.
Because you can take a job.
We're talking about her as a personality.
Bro, no, I'm saying her life, her lifestyle, what she does on a daily, her career makes up who she is. That's a fact.
No,
bro, does rapping not make up who you are?
It doesn't make up who I am.
It does make a part of who you are. That's a big part of who you are, bro.
No, but the thing is,
an
opportunity to go and do a show is not making up who I am.
It's not a show. It's talk about
because he's saying it's a job.
No, it's a life. This is a career. It's not a show, bro. It's not a trip for the week. You know what I'm saying? This is like you moving out and doing some real.
But listen, you gotta understand where we're coming from. Rapping, the act, is something that I do. the job that she's doing, sitting at the desk, is something that she does and makes up who she is. But moving to Australia is not making her who she is. Like,
I'm not saying it's making her who she is. It's a part of who she is. That's part of her as a person. Her career makes up part of who she is. Like, how do we not understand that? I don't understand how y'all don't see like your career is part of you, bro.
No. But we're talking. But we're saying if you love a woman, right?
Yes.
If you really love this woman, and she has her dream job, and she gets it, or let's say she didn't apply. Let's say she's offered the job. She's working here, and she's offered the job. That's her dream job, and she takes it. How is she? How does that affect? How does that like contradict who she is?
I'm not saying it makes up who she is, bro.
No. I'm not saying makes up. I'm saying contradicts. Because you're saying if she takes that job, she's valuing the job over the relationship.
No. I'm saying, bro, if clearly it's not meant to be, if that's like in her like in her path, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not the right person because and y'all can look at it as like it's a time thing. We have a good connection. We love each other. Whoop-de-whoop. But clearly, there's a lot more to a relationship than that connection. Like, there's practical shit. Y'all should be usually living in the same vicinity, bro. Long distance relationships or whatever. But like that shit is a factor. So like her moving for a career makes it the wrong person. Like her not being in that same vicinity as you is not right to me.
I step in. I see both sides. I'm not gonna lie. Like both y'all made good points. I don't know. I think it's just tricky. I think you just gotta like live life and see honestly. Because if you think about it, it's too many specifics, hypotheticals. You know what I'm saying? But I see both. But what you think? What
I'm saying is like let's say it's you now. If your dream is to play for Barcelona, right? That's your dream. Like, and then they offer you a contract, but you're with this woman who you really love, and you take the Barcelona contract. Does that mean that person was the wrong person for you because of it? How?
Because our lives don't align. There's gonna be a woman who you can have a good connection with, similar to that other woman, and love similar to that other woman, and their life can align with yours. That's the right person. You have to like really have your standards high when it comes to who you want in a relationship, bro. Because it has to check all your boxes. When people settle and shit, that's why they have shaky ass relationships.
But what I'm saying is, she checks all those boxes.
She doesn't, because you can't live together. You can't even be in the same country. They're not checking all the boxes. That's one of the biggest boxes to check.
I think on that one we might just have to agree to disagree on that one because I think it definitely could go both ways. But I don't want to just dwell on too much time on that because that was genuinely a follow-up question on what we was talking about. But the next kind of subject I want to get on is kind of let's talk about social media in relationships. How do y'all have we talked about that before?
No. I just heard social media.
Social media relationships. Like, how do y'all feel about? I mean, I guess the poster people for this kind of conversation are people like Lil Durk in India. Like how they make it seem is that when you're in a relationship with your girl, you got to be posting them all the time on Instagram. You got to buy them Birkin bags, all this extra stuff, right? So how do y'all feel about like posting girls on social media and showing them love that way? How do y'all feel about that? We can start right here, Caleb.
Bad choice to start with me, but
Clark.
It's a lot of I'm not gonna specify like which side, but it's a lot of thought processes that people have that like I don't understand how they move in life like that. Like if you see, like you said, Dirk, India, whatever, like relationship goals, right? Relationship couple shit. If I don't understand how, especially at an age like ours, if you're a little kid growing up, whatever, I understand. I don't understand how that can move you. I don't really see how like people can see things like that and make that the standard for themselves. I feel like that has to do with, I feel like people who do that have a lot to like look at within themselves because I don't understand just how you can move in life like that. About, if he doesn't do this, I'm trying not to be specific, but like if he doesn't do this, then he don't love you. Regardless of every other thing he might show you, like if he doesn't do something that you see on social media, then like how I don't understand how you make that the standard for yourself, just based off of what you see. And then also, like, I'll just go into this so I don't have to talk again, at least about this topic. But I'd seen a tweet this morning. Somebody posted a video of Boosie. He was talking about social media and, like, the effect it's had on marriages, right? And how, like, it's hard to stay committed because, like, shit, something you see online or whatever. And I feel like for people to actually... Because people were agreeing, right? People were agreeing with that. They're like, oh, it's hard to stay committed. Not even just like relationships, just, committed to one thing in life because every time you look on social media, so many options, blah, blah, so many opportunities, And it's just like, I think it's so weird that like people can agree with that because it's in the whole point of commitment. This whole thing that like, oh, if you committed to one person, no matter what, you're gonna be with that person. I feel like it's very contradictory. Like you can't hold both beliefs. Like, oh, if I'm married to you or if I'm committed to you, I don't care. You know, I don't care if it's like 14 booty shaking in front of me. I'm not gonna touch nothing and all that shit. But at the same time, you say, oh, social media is doing this. That means honestly, people are just not ready to commit, and it's okay to admit that. I think people are also afraid of admitting that like they're not really ready to commit. They're not really monogamous, at least at a certain point in their lives. Like, it's okay to admit that, but, you know, there's a whole thing, like, people don't want to be viewed as hoes or don't want to be viewed as, what's the word for
Hoes.
Hoes, I guess, yeah, right? And I think it's okay to admit that, like, bro, I don't want to be in a relationship. You know, I want to mess around or, you know, I want to do this, like, I want to be promiscuous, whatever. Like, it's okay to admit that. I don't see why people have a problem with that. But I went on a tangent. Y'all can pick it up from there. Whatever.
Yeah, what y'all think about social media? I think that you've made some really good points though. But what y'all think?
Go ahead.
Man, that's it, bro. Simply, bro. Fuck that shit. What specifically about social media?
Like just post like how girls, social media and relationships. You know what I mean? Just how you feel about that.
I hate that shit, bro.
I do too, bro.
I hate posting. Like, it's not like, if I'm in a relationship, bro, I'm in a relationship for a reason. I don't need to prove that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that comes from a place of, like, well, why do I have to... That's for sure. I don't ever genuinely... I barely want to post in general, let alone my relationship.
Facts.
Because, for one, that's, like, my business. I don't even... When's the last time you seen me? Other than, like, for my orgs and shit, I don't post my story, bro. For real. Like, that shit, like...
That's right. I'm a person. I like to just live in the moment, bro. And if you with this girl that you really like, you like, hey, what's up? And then just to post that on Instagram, that kind of takes away from the moment, the genuine vibe that y'all having. And that's like social media, bro. I feel like on social media, so many people want to be people that they're not. So yeah, we may be inspired by Lil Durk in India, and we see how happy they live their life on Instagram. So we in a happy relationship, so we want to post ourselves now, and it's just all asked for attention and blah blah blah, all this extra stuff. So that's why I'm against it. But last one, Chike, what you think about it?
I just think this pressure to or this expectation to post is kind of unrealistic, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to post your partner, I don't really have a problem with it, but I just feel like there's levels. So if you put somebody that posts yourself every day, you outside doing stuff, but you're not posting your girl, that's kind of foul, bro. Because why are you outside every day? Your girl's with you, but you're not posting her.
Yeah.
But if you don't post and your girls expect you, okay, you gotta post me all the time. I feel like that's kind of crazy because why do you have to feel like you need some social validation, social media validation, to make our relationship real or make it look like our relationship is actually something you care about. There's a lot more things that go into a relationship. And even if you think back, obviously these times are different. But back then, people didn't have the mechanisms to post their partner or to have share their partner to the world. So does that mean that your mom or dad, your grandma and grandpa didn't love them as much as them? No. So it just doesn't make any sense to me personally. Because love is love. It doesn't matter if it's on social media, it doesn't matter if it's 2 people see it, 100,000 people see it. It's love at the end of the day. It's y'all too. So this expectation that you need to be like Lil Durk in India posting yourselves all the time, I feel like is kind of not realistic because they're in a different position than we are. We're 21 years old. Most of us are not yet, knock on wood, rich and famous. So I just feel like it just doesn't make any sense to me personally. But
for sure. So I think that we made some good points on that, but now I kind of want to get into something that may be a little bit more fun to talk about. And let's talk about what are y'all types in women? Now we can say physical. We can say physical and personality wise types in women. So does anyone want to start or should I start?
Please start, bro.
Please go ahead.
Okay.
Actually, let me see what you say, and I'll see if I agree or disagree.
I
feel friends, so technically
disagree with his type.
Let me see.
I feel like we ain't gonna say too much, but anyways, we ain't gonna say too much. But listen, so my I guess physical wise, I mean I'm not a picky man, you know. Let me not even say physical. I guess obviously a girl who works out, who's in shape. Because if I work out and you don't work out, it's why am I?
It's not gonna work.
You slowing me down? Exactly. It's not gonna work out. Exactly. Real talk, right? Okay, so that's how I feel about that. I mean, I don't want to sound racist when I'm saying this, but I love black women because I'm black. I love black. I know, amen. Black.
I have to say that.
Black. Okay, we gonna cut that out. We gonna cut that part out. gonna cut that part out. Shout out all the black women watching this, but
that right there, man.
That's what I like.
no, man. But black women for sure. Obviously, girls that are shorter than me, cause I'm like 6'3".
Tall girls is kind of fire, bro.
Tall girls?
Tall girls.
I mean, I'm 6'3", so if my girl tall as who, I was like, you can't really, So between like 5'7" and 5'3" is perfect. And then, yeah, personality wise, I say, we could just say physical first. What y'all think about physical traits of a girl that you would want?
I agree with what you said. You gotta work out. You gotta be active in some way. Cause my style, I'm pretty active, so
super active.
Athletic build. I like athletic build, bro.
What you mean by athletic build?
You know what I mean, bro? Yeah, athletic build. I mean, yeah. I like preferably like if she ran track when she was like younger.
That's super specific.
I know it is. But yeah. And then all shades of black. I also like Latinas. Yeah.
Latinas.
I'll say this. I went to when I was a kid, I went to international school. So we had like 50 countries. So I don't really like. I say my preference is black women, but I've been exposed to a lot of different cultures.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'll just say it like this: like I'm open to trying new things.
What about you, Mr. Hampton? What you think, man?
I don't have a type, but I will say, I will say like.
Okay.
I will say like there are certain things that it's weird. It's like it's rather you don't have something and like rather you do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like it's not a type.
Like oh, you're not this.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? It's more of like as long as you're not this.
Like oh, you're not a hoe.
I didn't say that, but pretty
I'm
much
saying that shit for myself.
Yeah.
We gonna get into personality traits of the girls that we like, but
that's what's
physical.
But I mean, obviously, like I guess I'll just say the basic thing. Like I have to find her pretty. You know what I'm saying? I got like how you look. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to wake up and look over and see something I don't like. You know
oh yeah, nah, of course.
Imagine you just.
Not real talk. Okay, for sure. So let's get into personality wise, because obviously physical traits are subjective and it's so broad, super broad. But I feel like personality is something a little bit more that if I'm really trying to talk to a girl, she gotta cross her T's and dot her I's. But for personality wise, where's some things you guys like? I can start off again.
We probably just also say one thing.
Say one. Okay, yeah. So to not make it too long. So
that's probably like so we can like have a whole.
So I'll start on the one thing. Start on your biggest thing too. Personality wise, like I said, bro, a girl who's always worried about where the party's at, doesn't have no goals for herself. It's just living life just to be having fun. Like she's not waking up early trying to get on her grind. That's someone I can't really take serious. She can't get enough of my time. Because why am I waking up early trying to achieve my dreams, but you not, and you supposed to be right here with me? You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel. What's y'all want?
I'll say wholesome.
Wholesome?
Yeah.
Why was that?
I agree with that.
You said what?
Wholesome.
Like the thing is, you'll know what. I don't want to get too deep into it.
Yeah.
But you know what it is. Like if I can take it home to my mom, come on.
Yeah, she got like.
It's just you know what it is. You know what wholesome is. You know what wholesome isn't. So it doesn't really need explanation.
What about you, Friday?
I like both of those. So just so I want to ask something else because y'all both like hit two main points that I would have said. I like people who are like, man, if they have like a large mental capacity, like they can think really deep. Pause. I know y'all said if I said mental capacity.
I heard this. I see this. I didn't hear you say that. I didn't hear you.
No, I was just doing. Go ahead.
I like thinking really deep about shit.
Oh, that's
having
a good
deep
one.
conversations.
That's a good one.
So being able to challenge my thinking or teach me something new, or to be able to, you know what I'm saying, allow me to do the same, and at the same time be funny. Oh my god, bro! Like the balance of like deep, intellectual and goofy is crazy.
You know what I hate when you be with a girl, bro, and you the only one making jokes, bro. Like, why she laughing at all my jokes, but I can't laugh at hers? Like, I hate that too, bro. Girls with no sense of humor is terrible. But what'd you think? See him? Every time I address him, I give him a different name, bro. Last time I said Mr. Hampton, but what you think, see him? Oh, out now. Go stream it. Yeah.
I was actually gonna say sense of humor, but he took it. So I'm thinking about something else. I think I would say like personality. I'll say like.
I did too. We thought you was gonna say personality.
Yeah, I was like,
Like the same
Like,
person.
that's the answer was personality.
Your answer was
Oh,
personality.
no. I was going to think of something else. But I would say, like, for me, this is very subjective, obviously, because, I'm an artist. But good music taste.
Oh, yeah. That's
I like when, like, we could put each other on, like, music. I really love, like, man. Like, it's like somebody I could take to a concert. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's all.
And, like, we could actually both vibe out, Yeah. I really love that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, personally, I feel like I shouldn't have to go to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
a concert.
I know
and
what you
leave
mean.
you at home.
Yeah, I'm already knowing.
So it's like good music taste. Yeah, but I'll still say sense of humor because that was the first thing I thought about. Like, cause me personally, like when I'm in a relationship, or for at least the relationships I've been in, I usually like have a certain type of lingo with my partner that like nobody else gets. And it's like, I really love that, It's like we have our own code. It's kind of like we kind of like,
It's like inside jokes.
Right. Bro, that shit's the best.
That shit is the best.
Or you know what also be the best when you get with a girl and then she start talking like you or she start acting like you. That'd be the best too.
Like you're sticking up on your words.
Yeah, man. But I think those are all good. Oh, you got something else you want?
Oh, I was just gonna say, if she like accepts my culture but like tries to like understand it, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I mean, I love Nigerian women, but Nigerian women aren't the only women in the world. So, like, if she like accepts me for who I am and like wants to learn, like not necessarily, it's not just the music, it's not just the food, but it's like certain cultural things or certain like things that like I do or like I say because like of like where I'm from. Like if she understands that, like I feel like that's really important for me because my family's like my world. So if she can understand my culture, I feel like that's a really big thing, especially because I'm from Africa. So
man, shout out Africa, but next shout out motherland. But next question for y'all is, y'all have all were in my public image.
Go ahead,
because I said shout out Africa. Shout out Africa, bro.
Shout out the continent, bro.
Shout out the continent,
that's my home,
man. But my next question, even though we talked about this in the red and green flags video, go watch that public interview if you haven't already. Click off this and then go watch that and come back. But what are some? I guess you could just try and give some new ones because I have a bunch of each. But what are some red flags and green flags? So like you said, Chike, we could just give one of each since it's four of us. You want to start? You start. You got it.
You go start.
I'll start just to give y'all time.
Because of time, let's just say it. And we just want
Okay, for sure. So I'll start.
Just think of time.
Yeah, I'll start off. So red flags. Nah, you start. I know you don't know. I've done this. Okay, yeah, you start.
Can't cook.
Can't cook.
No, because I can cook. No, so I'm not expecting anything that you can.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. Somebody come from Nigeria.
Okay. What you think?
Me?
Yeah.
You can't think for herself. Women that can't think for herself, like the sheep thing.
The followers.
I don't vibe with that.
Yeah, I can't. I say one for me. Kind of going off what Raul said earlier about the deep thinking. A girl who can't get
a dumbass.
I was about to stutter my life with a girl who just can't deep think. A girl who can't have deep thinking is like if she can't like that was too hard to try to say. If a girl just like if we talking, I'm trying to talk about something how I feel, and she can't add to it or make me think a little bit harder about what my thoughts.
So I got you, bro.
Yeah, my bad. That was a struggle. What you think, bro?
I'll say to be so blunt, bro. There's probably like out of all the flags, 90% of them are red and only 10 are green. So I'm gonna say like
that's a crazy statistic.
You feel me though? I'm not talking about actual flags. I'm talking about like
I understand.
Women,
I can see why you think that you are.
So because of that, I'm gonna just say
I got you.
What time?
Go ahead.
All right. Green flag would probably be like let's say you're in a relationship, right? I guess this question is about like initially, like before relationship.
Well, you can say kind of like in the middle.
Okay, because I was gonna say like in a relationship, when there's a girl who like she knows you're gonna need something, and kind of like goes out her way to help you with that. Like so, for example, like if I have a game.
Oh, that's green
at night. Yeah,
okay.
And then she
like on a green flag.
I'm doing a green.
Okay.
All of them are red, so like.
No, I thought we're gonna transition into green. We're just doing red.
What he's doing is
for red. Red will take me 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? and some cancellation. You feel me? Saving JHT.
Yeah, saving it weird because we're all good people.
Yeah. So like, let's say I have a game, right? and then it's late at night. And I come home and she's like, "Oh, I had actually made you some food because I knew you was gonna be tired. You don't want to cook." You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
That's what I was saying before.
You know what I'm saying? There's people like that. So I guess being able to see that before you even in a relationship would probably be like remembering little details about conversations you had, like girls that remember that you say, is like a good sign for that.
I think, I kind of think that like if she, so I'll say green flag now, kind of like how I was saying, but like just taking that extra step. So let's say like if I said, oh, like my favorite food is from this restaurant, and I know where you just bring it, like okay, that's I could cry because it's like the thought of you just doing that, or like just you doing things I don't even have to say.
Okay.
Just like you're becoming an extension of me in that sense because you're thinking how I'm thinking, you're doing things how I like. So I feel like that for me is a really big green flag because it's like now you're understanding how I am.
And then she start playing music you like in the
Oh
car.
God! Out of nowhere.
I got one. It kind of goes with what y'all was saying, but I low-key forgot mine.
Oh, I was gonna say
L podcast, bro.
You got it?
I forgot. Nah, you go do yours, bro. I
was gonna say somebody who likes to try new things.
I remember.
For me, I like trying new things. I like being outside. I have a list of like
What you mean by that?
trying new things.
What you mean by that? You say you like being outside?
Like in terms of like the dates and stuff. I like trying new restaurants. Personally, I'm a big foodie, so I have a list of restaurants. And like if she wants to go to any one, that's a really big thing because like I love food. So
All right now.
Hey,
gotta eat.
brothers,
Eat up.
One thing I know
come
about
on.
that.
One thing about me, I'm gonna eat.
All right, well, let me get to mine. What I remember.
Pause.
That was a pause. One thing about me, I'm gonna eat. Huh? What do you mean?
Brother.
All right.
I know. Don't hurt yourself. But mine is, I'm a person who, when I'm passionate about stuff, I could talk about it for hours on hours, and no matter how much, like whether it be an artist I like or a clothing brand I like or something like that. So a girl who will listen to me and who will actually have follow-up questions or be interested in what I'm talking about, that's a really green flag too. Cause like, cause it makes me feel like I could actually be myself around you, and I don't gotta just talk about, stuff that you like, and we can talk about stuff that I like too. So that's one for me. What you think, Caleb?
I think it's a very big one. I think
That is insane.
Alright, man. Yeah, whatever. But I was gonna say a healthy communicator. Now, what I mean by this. What?
I gotta put that on the screen, bro.
Wait, keep talking.
I can't talk while you do that shit, bro. Like, nobody can take you serious. Like, bro.
That's funny, bro. Keep talking about that.
But I was just saying a healthy communicator, and what I mean by that is just a girl or a woman, whatever, that listens, and because hey, in my experience, it's not easy to find one of those. And what I mean by listens is like when times get tough, when y'all argue, because it's part of a relationship, even with your friends, like it's gonna happen. Yeah. Well, how are you gonna go about the argument? How are you gonna handle it?
Yeah,
that's right.
That's good. That's good. That's what
I'm saying.
Nah, I believe.
So yeah, healthy communicator. Like if it's rough, you listen to what I have to say. I listen to what you have to say. We make peace. We move on.
Yeah.
I don't like that petty or like petty stuff. Or like just anything that's not healthy. I just
Can I add on to that? It kind of made me think of something else. Like, being able to just be 100% blunt. You know what I'm saying? Somebody you could be open with, like, not saying, nigga, you look ugly as fuck today, nothing like that. But, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, you're a bad communicator if that's how she felt.
Yeah. Or anything throughout the day. Don't have me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
be a yes man or a yes woman.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. I like that. So I think we've talked about I've talked about red and green flags so much on this channel. And like I said, if y'all haven't watched that public interview I did, go watch that. They were all appeared in it. But I want to...
red flag. I got
one.
No,
go.
If you don't have respect for your parents, or like if you don't like respect like your family, or family's not a big thing for you, that's a red flag.
Yeah. My bad.
Go ahead.
I think I got a separate one, so you finish.
Oh, okay, yeah, because like
Finish is great.
if you like, you gotta what?
He said you can finish is crazy.
Oh, I said that? Oh, you said that?
I said it.
Oh, yeah. Pause. But if you don't have respect for your mother and father, like, come on, that's crazy. It's insane. Because me, I respect my family more than anything. So, And I'm a very respectful person, politeful person. So.
Politeful?
Yeah, I knew I messed up. I thought y'all was supposed to skip past it.
Bro, it make it a word.
I don't know what's worse, bro.
I knew I messed up.
Remember somebody, we're not going to obviously say names, but I don't know which was worse, politeful or observant.
Oh! Observant? Bro.
We can't say that.
Just think about it. Think about it. Somebody, who did I tell you that was like mine? Yeah.
That's funny. Observative. Wait, that's what you said.
No, you just said observant.
Oh, observant.
You said
I thought that's what they said.
No, because the person was trying to say observant. Like somebody's observant.
Wait, was I there?
No.
I heard that shit.
No, you might have.
It was that.
Right.
That's funny. Anyways, go back to your point though. That's crazy. Bro said politeful.
Politeful's wild. My bad.
Go to bed. Lock it, man. Lock it.
I'm gonna keep fighting. One thing about you, bro, we gonna keep fighting.
One thing about me. Keep going, bro. My bad.
You better say something with that big ass delivery, bro.
We ain't gonna say too much. Y'all know. We ain't gonna say too much.
I think the red flag I was gonna say, I've been starting to notice, bro. What you say? Do she know, bro? Real shit. Do she know, though?
I hope so, bro. She go though. Anyways, keep going, man. Keep going.
Bro, this guy needs to lock the hell in, man.
I'm locked.
Bro, I don't even want to. My shit not going. This is too funny, bro. I ain't going.
No, just
go ahead.
Just
One thing I've been noticing with a red flag is, bro, hoes who don't sleep, who don't get no sleep, bro.
Wait, you gotta
sleep.
I'm actually spitting facts, bro.
Explain that one.
Like they up all night. What, bro? You said girls that's up all night?
Listen, bro. They be the girls that know they have work at 8 in the morning and be up till 4 every night, right?
But what's she doing?
Wicked girls, bro.
But what is she doing?
What's she doing?
Like
you mad? Like if you see her like putting an all-nighter for a
no, it's not like she's doing anything productive. She just don't like going to sleep.
Oh,
them ones, bro. Stay away, bro. Real. I'm starting to notice like it's a pattern, bro. It's a pattern.
Bro, it's up though.
I'm actually taking note of that for real.
Bro, take note, bro. She like, you sure you want to stay? Like, you want to stay later? Like, no. On a Wednesday, bro. That's my life.
On a Wednesday.
Let me ask y'all though. Next question. This is probably gonna be the last thing we talk about. Of course, I gotta get y'all back on here too, so we can talk about. There's some more stuff I'm gonna talk about with y'all. But my last kind of thing towards the relationship kind of questions. What if a girl, let's say anybody that's out there that may not know how to talk to girls, I like a girl but may not know how to approach her, how would y'all approach a girl? How would y'all start off by approaching a girl?
There is no like correct way to approach her. You just gotta be yourself, bro. Just don't be like weird. That's the biggest thing. Just don't be weird.
Mm-hmm.
Be respectful, be yourself. And if she likes you, she likes you. She doesn't, she doesn't. Move on. But you just gotta be yourself at the end of the day.
Okay. I like that. Good wholesome.
There's not one pickup line that's gonna work on every girl. There's not one like type of thing. You just gotta be respectful, be yourself. If she likes you, she likes you. If she doesn't, move on, because somebody else will.
Mm-hmm. Amen. Okay.
That's such a.
Well said.
I don't even got to.
Well said, bro.
That is well said. So I mean, I would love for y'all to say something. So I don't just say the question and nobody say nothing. But what y'all think though? Even though we all second what Chike said, what y'all think?
Personally, I don't really talk. Like I don't go up to girls and just talk to them. I like for them to like kind of see how I am, and they gonna come around if they for me. I'm not gonna just. I don't do that. I don't like go up to girls.
Oh,
like,
come on! No, if I say I'm not gonna do anything, you come to me.
Because look, if you're in the same vicinity and she's with you, you know what I'm saying? So she'll come around and then y'all start chopping it up like naturally. I don't like that. I feel like that going up to a girl so fucking forced and like they already know what type of time you're going. Like that's cool. That's cool. It's forced and awkward, bro. So I don't do that.
Yeah, you go through. And this guy listening well.
Wait, what, me? How am I gonna do?
You cuss like 3 times.
Oh, no. You did. He was like, damn.
It's a goddamn shit.
Nah, I've never cursed in my life.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Man of God.
Family channel, man of God. Amen, bro. Amen. Hallelujah.
Mashallah.
Man.
Wow.
I beg. Nah, what you think though, Kel?
What I just said?
Mashallah. Maybe we'll mute it, maybe we won't. We'll see. But what you think, though, bro? What you think?
Bro, my bad. Run me the question.
How do you go about approaching girls, or how if you like a girl, how you know what I'm saying? Whoop, bang, bang, bada bang, boom, boom, boom. Yep.
I think it's just be able to hold conversation. I'm very big on conversation, man. Kind of like what?
Let's have a conversation.
Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. I'm really big on having conversation, and like Chike said, man. If they feel in the conversation, they're gonna carry it on. If they're not,
wait. Question: what if she has bad tits? What if bad tits? Is bad tits a deal breaker?
Not gonna lie.
me personally, bad tits a deal breaker.
Not gonna lie, bro.
Bad swag.
Fact.
Bad swag.
This is a deal breaker.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, you're a fashion guy, so it makes sense.
I really don't.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Fight hard. Hey, bro, this man, lock it.
Well,
It's
a good year,
Hey,
bro.
you know what? It's a great year. Basically, this is what I'm gonna say.
Bro, you already spoke. What can you add on to that?
My bad. I interrupted you. I interrupted you for the joke. My bad.
You didn't know what I was gonna say.
Oh, you were gonna add on to that?
Did you finish?
Not really.
Okay, go ahead.
Go. My bad.
No.
My bad.
But yeah, just be able to hold conversation. Me, in my past, again, I'm gonna say this once more. Like, I'm an artist, man. You know what I'm saying? I usually just send my link if the conversation starts. My bad for cussing again.
No, you good, man. We got the solution for that, bro.
It's like.
What? wait, bro. What?
I had a solution if y'all crazy, bro. We just go bleep it out, bro. Real
But
talk.
for whoever else, just be able to hold conversation. Obviously, you want to know what you don't want to just go in talking about. You don't want to just go in talking about
When
who
you pull up,
who you think the best player in the world is.
What's your sign?
What's your sign?
They're not. You know what I'm saying? You obviously got to know what they like in some way, shape, or form. However you get that information is up to you. I'm not condoning any sort of weird behavior, but you kind of want to know what they might like, what they don't. Have a conversation about it. Don't fake it. Don't fake that you know something about shit you don't know, and then you go look it up. Just what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. But again, have conversation. That always helps, bro. That's it.
okay, for sure. So I think we had a really good solid.
Was gonna say something.
Oh, you had to say something.
Yeah, I was just gonna add on to what
Oh,
you
yeah,
said.
I don't-
But you kind of touched on it a little bit. I was just gonna say be genuine. So don't really fake the fun, because just be yourself. Like I said, just if you're gonna be yourself, just be yourself. Don't act like somebody you're not, because she's gonna or him or they them. It's gonna.
That's a.
Hey man,
Like,
I
bro,
really respect that,
bro,
bro. I can't lie.
Gotta accommodate
Bro,
everybody.
I really got
It's
respect.
yes, man.
Jaden Hanzy talks is for
Everyone, no
Everyone.
matter
So
race, gender,
ethnicity, sexuality,
beliefs,
spirituality.
really, yeah. Come on, man.
Species.
Work for everyone, bro.
Come on, planet. Basically, what I was gonna say is, just be genuine. Because if you portray a persona that she attaches that from your first impression, then you're never gonna be able to keep that lie up for the whole time, and then it's never gonna work out, because you're gonna feel like you're faking it, and then you might actually not even feel her because you're faking yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So just be yourself. That's the biggest thing.
For sure, biggest thing. Well, speaking of being yourself, we're at the end of the Jaden Hanzy Talks podcast. I think this is a good episode. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this, but like I like to do on all my episodes, I like to leave off with some motivation. And I'm going to challenge you all to your motivation today is not going to be yourself, because I know I say that all the time. But so let's just leave off with a quick piece of motivation. I'll start off to let y'all think. But my motivation would be is to sometimes you got to take your own advice, because sometimes, bro, I be giving all this wisdom on this podcast, and then in my real life, I don't be applying what I'm saying in my real life. So I would say, if you're going to give advice, make sure you take your own advice before you get some advice. That's what I would say. But what is anybody else, any motivation-wise, what y'all got to say for today?
Smile.
Okay, simple, leave it at that.
Smile
Smile.
says, wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and at the end of the day, look back in the mirror. If you look at the same person, you did something wrong.
I thought she was gonna say, "Wake up in the morning."
I did too.
That's
Oh, my fault.
Yeah.
That's a crazy piece of advice, bro. Not everybody got that. But go ahead.
My motivation, still, you know what I'm saying? Still.
Hey, wait, hold on. Before you go,
Oh, hell.
make sure you tell your. My bad. I'm so sorry, but listen. Make sure you tell your people you proud of them, because have you told me you proud of them yet? My bad.
Nah, but what I mean is like still, you know what I'm saying. In the new, but well, by the time this drop, hopefully the track out, the single out, but the video out now on YouTube. But essentially, what I'm trying to say is, you know, in the song I'm talking about, still keep moving, keep doing what you're doing, keep creating. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, go to your loved ones, tell them like, ask them like, you proud of me?
I'm looking for
If
peace
they
of
proud
mind,
of you,
man.
bro. I'm proud of them. Like, still, I'm actually really big on that word still, because it's, you know, it's like, it's a weird word.
It's never ending, you know what I'm saying?
It's never ending, but at the same time, it actually means still. At the same time, it means stable, but it's like still, like you're going at it. So,
And you proud of yourself too.
real talk.
Yeah.
For real.
So take from that. Take
Did
from
you
that.
tell
what
you
will.
that you made you proud?
Real talk.
Real talk.
Are you proud of
Be
yourself?
proud of yourself, right?
Real
Right.
talk.
Bro, we said that at the same time. Like, see connection.
Yeah. take from that. Take from that what you will. That's my piece.
Okay, for sure.
Still.
Make sure you tell your people you proud of them and smile. What you say? You said.
Man, I said, be better than, like, I just said basically, if you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror and look at yourself at the end of the day, you should not be looking at the same person.
For sure.
That's
Facts.
a challenge. That's a challenge for sure.
Yeah, she called me. We had to end it. We had to end it.
Oh, last
Bro, you gotta play our destiny at the end of this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You gonna play, bro? We can dance out.
Get it. Let's find out. I'll cut this out. I'll cut the dead.
Pajamas on in this minute,
Bro, it doesn't matter.
You got blasted too. But this is Jay and Hanzy Talks, man. We will see y'all the Monday after this, the Monday after that, the Monday after that, and then 2 Mondays after that. We just gonna keep, because you know why? Because I'm the most consistent podcast ever.
Hands gonna do it.
Hands gonna do it. That's no cap. Go stream his music. When he drops on Auto